And welcome everybody. There's another episode, A Show From Home. I believe this is episode 22. If I'm wrong, I'm sorry, but if I'm not, fuck you. Episode 22, A Show From Home with your host, Luisa Mudio in the studio. And I got my co-host over here.
You already know who it is. The Homeless Hunter, bro.
The Homeless Hunter. I forgot about
like
that.
I just thought about that today.
The Homeless Hunter.
Dude, I was cleaning my room. I was like, Homeless Hunter, bro. That's a good one.
No, I'm gonna call you Double H now. Homeless Hunter.
Double H, bro. Hell
Double
yeah,
H.
Bro.
It's now. I've baptized you now. You're Double H.
Double H. You know there's Triple H in the WWE.
Yeah.
Double H.
That's
bro.
that's what I was going at.
Oh, okay.
Like you're not as big as him, but you know you're still big enough to beat up homeless people.
If he's homeless, bro, I'll watch it, bro. If Triple H doesn't have a house, he's not paying rent in my house.
You've only watched homeless people that are on something, either drunk, high, wired, or.
Okay, don't make it seem like I'm beating up. This guy deserved whatever.
No, he deserved it. He deserved it, but you know, like to your advantage, they were on something.
No, it was one guy, and I don't know if he was on anything.
He looked like he was on at least drunk.
Yeah.
At least drunk.
Hey,
Maybe not like
dude,
fucked up.
That's even, bro.
Not fucked up, but you know, he was vibing. He was booming.
Yeah.
He was buzzing.
Let's talk about something else.
Oh yeah. Speaking of beating up.
Oh wait, I gotta fucking intro myself. It's your boy Mark, the Homeless Hunter, aka
Double H.
Double H. Hell yeah.
Double H. Dun dun dun. Pow pow pow. Pow pow pow. No, what's that song go? That boop 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 boop.
I love that shit. She gets me so high, bro.
I have it now on my playlist on Spotify. And it's like my recent likes. So whenever I like play my music, my playlist, whatever, it's like the third song, fourth song comes. I'm like, and I just laugh the whole time because I'll be thinking about you doing all this and shit.
It really goes for like half a minute and just like
nah, yeah, you're right. Like 20 to 30 seconds almost. Like, god damn.
She wants to be like, dude, breathe, dude. Come on.
It's not even about breathing. It's just like after the the first 10 seconds is funny. After that, you're just stretching it. You're stretching it.
Just make it funnier if you just did like a whole song in the background, just like boom, boom, boom.
Yeah, if it was the whole song, I would give him props to that. Even if it's just pre-recorded, whatever.
All right. Anyways,
so speaking of beating up and all this.
Wait, no, we got a new Jamie. Dom is a new Jamie. You can't see him right now. He doesn't have a mic, but Dom is being the Jamie tonight.
He's being Jamie. He's too high to be on the camera.
Yeah, he's a little shy. He's a little shy boy, bro. It's fine. It's too high.
It's not fine. How are you gonna get high before the show? Get high during the show. You gotta do what you came here to do. Don't just come here and slack off and shit. You know that's why you ain't getting paid, nigga.
Can we like a little about last episode? How the energy was kind of low.
Yeah, no, yeah. It was a little low. It was a little dead. Cause Dom was high already.
I'm not blaming Dom. Yeah,
all of
us had like shitty energy, bro.
No,
It's just like, eh.
Nah, it was just we were getting started, you know.
Yeah.
It's been a minute.
You know what it is? Too sober.
Too sober.
We were too sober.
But anyways, we're gonna kick this episode off with the leak. Was it a leak or is it just they let it out to the public or what?
No, it was a leak. George Floyd body cam video. No, the cops body cam video of George Floyd when he got murdered. I'm gonna say murdered because that guy did get murdered.
Well, he died.
And you know what's crazy? Like, you're watching the video. Yeah, Don, pull it up real quick, please.
Pull it up. Just click over here.
Like, you're watching it, and like my dad's like really conservative, right? You know what I mean? So then my dad's watching the video, and he's thinking like, see, look, this guy's a fucking bad guy. He fucking like, look, and they're gonna make him a fucking martyr for Black Lives Matter. But when I was watching it, I'm just like, dude, like, you could have handled it. There's like 2 videos on the website.
The problem, I just realized we're not gonna be able to hear it.
No, we can just watch it.
All right, I mean, yeah.
Because like the whole time he's just saying like, I can't, like, I'm claustrophobic. I can't breathe in there. Can you crack the window?
Like I saw the link to the video. I just never clicked it.
Yeah,
me,
like if you go down.
To me, like the reason I didn't click on it was like, yeah, the whole Black Lives Matter movement is still going on, but his case, whatever, it's past it. I'm sure it got resolved. Whatever everybody got.
No, it's not. It's not in trial yet.
It's not in trial yet. I thought.
Yeah, the guy's still in jail. Like the main guy.
But I thought everybody got like bail put on them because they were already in jail and shit? Like everybody got.
Yeah, well, I know the guy that was leaning on his neck. I think he's still in jail, and he's waiting on trial. And
But I thought he already had like
$1 million.
Exactly. So if they get
they can't bail
bail.
him out. Like just.
Well, what I'm saying is like if they already have a bail amount, doesn't that mean they're in jail?
Yeah. No,
So-
like everybody's in jail. I think one guy got bailed out.
But no. What I'm saying is like if they got a bail amount, it's because they're already in jail, which means the case was resolved. That's what I'm.
No,
trying to say.
you can bail out before your court.
Oh, I didn't
Your
see.
court
I
date
don't.
or whatever.
I just don't get caught. I don't know.
Oh hell yeah! Did you be killing your cop? You be killing black people? You don't get caught.
I be killing cops.
Huey, one time we're hanging out with Huey, and like, we're
Watch
like,
that
oh.
shit backfire on me. Like there's a cop in Northside Fort Worth just dead, and they're gonna blame it on me because they watch this shit.
He's just happy, like one of our 2 fans that listens to this podcast. Like, oh yeah, oh yeah.
well, there goes that guy.
I heard Huey one time. He was like, "Bro, I don't call cops, bro. Cops call me, bro." It's just the funniest shit.
It's like that's like when people tell me like, man, you need Jesus in your life, and I respond with, nah, Jesus needs me in his life. So yeah, can you play that real quick? I haven't seen it. Like I just thought it was over with, so I just
Oh,
didn't
how come
bother.
we can't? Oh, we can't hear because
Yeah.
Alright,
Yeah,
that's
it's
fine. Yeah,
See
like
here.
those 2 people in the beginning of the video, or whatever.
Mhm.
They're like bystanders, and they're like, "Hey, man, no." Like the lady, because from what I saw, that lady was like, "No, he's like going through something. Like he's crazy," and like, yeah, he's on meth and shit. And it's fucked up. Like he's fucked up.
I didn't realize we could hear it if I bring the speaker on.
Next time, I guess.
Next time. All right, so this is
The cop pulls a gun because like what happened was he went to a corner store and gave a fake $20 bill.
So he's
Guy
getting.
called the cops on him.
Okay, pause that real quick. Let me just understand the why he's getting pulled over.
So he goes to like a corner store, I think, or
Uh-huh.
like a grocery store or something.
Whatever, he went to the store.
Yeah, and then like he gave him a fake $20 bill, and then the cashier's like, "Oh, this is a fake $20 bill." That guy calls the cops on George Floyd. The cops come, but it's like fucking, like I think it's like 4 cops or something for like a fake 20.
You know what?
That's
no,
insane.
that's what I was going into. Like, it's insane. Like, I don't know if you knew this, but you can take people to court and make a whole case about it for just $20. Like, let's say somebody owes you $20 and it's written that they owe you $20. If somebody owes you $20 or more and you can prove that they owe you, you can take them to a whole trial over just 20. To me, that's insane.
But that's just how our fucking
No, like
that's not how it works. That's how the court systems work. Like you can just
no,
sue
yeah,
anybody
that's what
for
I'm
nothing,
saying.
You know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying. Like just 20. Like I feel like it should be like 50 at the very least amount. 100, I'm okay. 50,
So you say like if I owed you $20 and I never paid you back, like it should be by law that we gotta find the street or something?
no, I'm saying that's the law that we get to take it to court and fight over those $20. And at that point, you're losing more money than than the $20.
But see, people know like I'm gonna lose more money. What's the point? Yeah, I mean,
No, you'd be surprised how many people actually do that.
for real?
Yeah, like you would think like what 1-2% maybe.
Please,
No,
you're watching Judge Judy again.
no. I've been.
What's the black guy like Judge Brown or something?
I don't watch that shit. Fuck the government. Fuck their law system. It's fucked up. They have like rules and laws that collide with their other laws, and it never makes sense. But to me, that's like crazy for just 20. What I'm saying is like 50, okay. 100, reasonable. $100 if somebody owes you $100, reasonable. They could probably do it for 50. You know. It's understandable little stretch, but for $20, it's like, wow. You can take them. If you owe me $10, I can literally take you to
that
court.
guy's like the owner of that shop or whatever. Like he's in the hood.
Yeah, no,
So I
yeah.
imagine he's like, yo, I gotta get.
No, I mean-
like all the money I can make, I gotta make.
I'm
it.
sure he was thinking like
And he
that.
probably gets like shitty customers all
No,
the time.
yeah.
Because like it's the hood, bro. Come on.
Like I get that. If like okay, I didn't know any
that
of this.
shop owner probably just had like a shitty day, and he was just.
I
Like,
didn't-
"Oh, this guy's gonna rip me off with a
I
fake
didn't know
20,
any
fuck
of this.
guy,
Like
fuck
I
the cops."
honestly didn't know any of the backstory, any of the how the cops got to him or whatever. I just knew he was on the ground, whatever. But
I don't know what happened before this, but like the cops like telling him get out the car.
at the
And then,
beginning of the
like,
video, the
the
cop
kid
is
had
already
the
with the
gun
gun
at
out.
him,
That's why I'm.
It's all okay.
That's why I was trying to understand. Like at the very beginning of it, the gun is already out. Why?
Yeah.
That's what I was trying to understand. I thought it was like he was
Wait,
running, escaping on the car or something. But no, it was just for $20.
To be like, I'm gonna play devil's advocate.
Yeah.
If he's claustrophobic, you're in a car with the windows up, and then once the cops come, he like right now he's telling us like, please don't kill me, man, please don't kill me. But
Yeah, like me-
he's on meth and something else. Like,
Oh, so he was on something.
Yeah.
Like me personally, like when I drive, I have to have the windows down. No matter how cold or how hot it is, the AC or the heater can be running full blast. I have to have the window cracked some because the only times I ever feel claustrophobic is when I'm in the car with all the windows closed. I have to have the window cracked a little bit. Like, you know how they say like the outside air is cleaner, whatever, it's more for you. Like maybe that's me. Like I have to have the window cracked at the very least. So okay,
so
right now
he's telling like, hey man, please don't kill me. And then the cop pulls his gun away, like he puts the gun down. He's like, we're not gonna kill you.
Okay, so he put
We
the
just
gun
need you to
down.
get
Okay.
we need you to get out the car.
Okay,
And, like,
why are they trying to get him out the car though?
See that? Yeah, you don't see what happens before that. That's the thing.
Here, can you go back a little bit? Like, you know what? Go back to almost the beginning, because I want to see if what George Floyd's reaction was when the cop actually got next to the window.
No, I think
Look, see, pause it real quick. Pause it real quick. So you see, all the windows are still up, and it looked like the cop barely got to the window.
Yeah, so they probably just pulled him over.
So we can agree that
They just
pulled him over.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
And then immediately the cop pulls the gun out.
No, immediately they opened the door. Why?
Yeah, I think that has to be like illegal, right? Like,
And see, gun out. Not even 10 seconds into the video.
dude,
the
it
gun's
makes
out.
sense for that guy to freak out. Like, dude, you're pointing a gun.
Yeah. No, it makes sense because they opened the door for him. Gun is out. Get out. I'm assuming there's a lot of screaming right now.
Yeah, the guy's like, get out the car, and then George Floyd's like, please don't kill me, sir. Please don't kill me. I don't want to die. Please don't kill me. Like, he's just saying that.
And you know what's the sucky part about
They put him
it?
in handcuffs. Because I think somebody grabs him and they put him in handcuffs.
Well, yeah, that same cop. It looked like it was that same cop.
Yeah.
And what's sucky about it is that, like, I know some people are gonna like say I'm trying to be like I'm against the movement or whatever, like make a bad comment about it. But that moment right there, they're trying to make it seem that it was because he was black. Like they dragged him out of the car because he was black, and he was reacting the way he was because he was black or whatever. But no, I feel like any person in the right mind that has their door open by someone, it doesn't even have to be by a cop. Anybody that has their car door open by the person outside while a gun is pointing at them, they're gonna freak out. I'm gonna freak out, man. I would freak out. It's like,
Oh, so you're saying like if you have a gun in your face, it doesn't matter if you're black or Mexican,
it doesn't matter. Yeah, no,
you're
no.
like freaking out.
Yeah. Like if you start acting the way he was acting,
But
even if he was on any drug,
You gotta understand, like black people they're told like, dude, like cops are gonna fucking shoot you. Like,
no,
that's-
yeah.
Like,
No, that is the thing. But what my
so then
argument
he's
is,
like he's on meth. And shit.
My
So he's
argument
fucking like,
is-
oh, I'm gonna fucking die.
my argument is that that's what made him freak out more. But I'm saying is like, no matter who you are, if you have somebody open the car from outside and point a gun at you at the same time, you're gonna freak out no matter what race you are, what color skin you are. So they pulled him out. They literally pulled him out,
Yeah.
handcuffed
And then
him,
now they're
and
talking to these people
shoved
are like,
him.
yo, what are you doing? Like, come on.
They-
And then they're like, that guy tells like, go against the wall and put your bag down. And
All right,
the lady's
cool.
Like,
Cool.
He's like, I ain't doing anything.
No,
Why
it's
do I gotta
fine.
Put my bag down.
No, well,
No, I'm saying what they're
regardless.
saying. I'm saying what they're saying.
No, you're right. But I'm saying I'm defending the cop. I know. I'm saying
You're
devil's
doing
advocate.
yeah.
I'm saying that's right. Like for the cop to say anybody that's around, just get up against the wall and put everything down where I can see your hands and everything. You know, like
Yeah, because
he's
somebody
playing
like
it
might
safe.
jump the cop.
He's playing it safe. I can understand that. Then yeah, they might get the wrong idea. Those the pedestrians, whatever. They might get the wrong idea. Why? Because they're older, black, African American people, and they've seen a lot of this stuff. So they might get the wrong idea. They might feel like they're being aimed at because they're black. But let's face it, it's a cop, and you know,
In that situation, as a
Yeah.
cop, you don't know what the fuck. You gotta make
Yeah.
sure everything's cool. Right?
as a just as a
But
in that situation as a a law enforcement whatever, no matter what you are, you can be a cop, right? You can be a firefighter, you can be a nurse, whatever the guy's driving, whatever. If you're trying to control the situation, you're gonna want to see everybody as best as you can. So I can understand why they're being put up against the wall.
Yeah, but now, like, see, they were talking to cops, and the cops said, "All right, I'm gonna take notes and like question them, like, who you know, because those pedestrian people, like, they're like, oh, we know that guy. I think that at one point that girl, that lady was like, oh, that's my ex-boyfriend. And
Okay.
he's he's going through something. He's like not all there.
No, yeah.
That's what she said. Like,
I'm
he's
sure,
kind of crazy. or
Like,
something.
what I'm saying is, like, I'm sure the pedestrians were trying to defend the guy, but at the same
Yeah.
time, they were trying to like
But
make
the,
it as
the
safe as
cops are
possible.
still being like a little too aggressive. Bro.
To George Floyd.
Yeah.
To George Floyd.
Like, dude, if you
But not
you
to
can
the
tell-
pedestrians.
Dude, if you think about it, you can look at somebody and be like, "Oh, this guy's fucked up." Because if it's
No,
not that
yeah.
case, if
No,
if
I'm
they
not-
pull
my-
over a drunk driver,
My
and they
argument-
can be like, "Oh, he's fucked
Pause
up."
it real quick.
Wait, hold on. Like, I'm saying, like, you can tell the guy's fucked up. So what I'm saying, like, the guy's saying he's claustrophobic, and he's like, you can tell he's fucked up.
Who's saying this? George.
Yeah,
George
but
saying all
you
this.
could look at him and be like, "Oh, this guy, like, he's not
Yeah.
all there. He's like, he's on
No,
something."
I'm saying I'm defending the
police.
pedestrians.
Oh,
no, I'm
not
not
talking about the
defending
pe-
them.
not
I'm
talking
saying
about
like
pedestrians right now.
because you're saying
I'm saying
that
the cops are being assholes.
to George Floyd, but
Yeah.
what I'm talking about is
Why
how
can't
the
they call an ambulance?
no, but what I'm well, okay. You got a good point. You know, like if he is being claustrophobic or whatever, he has this medical issues per se, they could call an ambulance. But keep in mind, like I don't like cops. I really don't. But I am a person of reasoning. I'm a person of like take the situation under control as best as possible. So as a cop, not as a cop, as the person trying to take control because of your authority, since he's being a cop, he's the authority. As that person, he's gonna try and take control as much as possible. So if he sees the person that he pulled over acting all jiggery and shit, if you see that person, like you were saying, like you can tell if he's on something. So if he is on something, and you're just trying to stop him, and you know, like if he's on something, it's more than likely something that's not legal. You're more than likely, especially if you've been years in the force, whatever, you'll know symptoms and shit. So he's just trying to get the guy to. He was trying to handcuff
Get him in the
obviously.
car.
Yeah, to calm him as much as possible. He doesn't know. He can't take the risk of if he's telling the truth or not. If he's under some sort of medical
Okay,
issue.
what I'm saying is
and then
like-
with the pedestrians were being a little out of hand, out of whatever. Because
But I don't think they were, but they weren't. They were just like, "Hey, yo, relax," because there's plenty of videos of like people
Yeah.
getting pulled over and pedestrians be like, "Hey, you can't do that," and the other cops weren't
Yeah,
like,
no, yeah.
like they
You're right.
would be like, "Hey, get the fuck out!"
That's when
you know what I mean?
the whole common sense. That's when common sense plays into hand. That's when the whole reasoning comes into play. The cop was trying to calm the pedestrians down because they weren't the issue. They weren't stopping them. The deal wasn't with them. It was with the driver. So if the pedestrians are getting into it, they have to calm them down.
But
while
it's
calming the
not
driver
like those
down.
people ran up to the cops. They were on the sidewalk and then telling the
No,
cops,
no.
"Hey, no, I know that guy.
Okay.
He's not all there."
Yeah, but
They
at
weren't
the same
running up
time,
to cops,
okay, no,
dude.
they weren't. But
Dude, I heard
you're
this
sa-
thing.
you're-
Wait, hold on.
But
hold on.
okay.
I heard this thing like soldiers in Iraq. Over there in Iraq, like everybody has like a gun over there, so then they will train these people like every single day, and you can determine who's an enemy and who's somebody that just has a gun on them.
Exactly.
So that when they break into it, like it's not like
It's
just-
common sense. It's
No, but it's not common sense, dude. It's like you gotta train these people to be like, yo, you gotta
to
determine who.
assume that they all
It's-
are dangerous.
No, not it's like you could like. There's a difference between like telling somebody like, oh, that guy's a threat. And
I'm
he's
gonna
not
shut
a
up
threat.
and let you talk. My bad.
There's like a thing of like in the army or whatever. If you're and you're in Iraq, there's an actual war going on, and then they will like raid houses to stop terrorists. You know what I mean? But then like some of these houses would have like innocent people. They just have guns on them, or whatever, because it'd be like a decoy almost. So then those people, like the army people, get trained to determine that guy's not a threat, even though he has a gun on him. I'm not gonna start shooting at him. So if the people in Iraq can do that, why can't the cops do that?
And you know, okay, you bring up a good point. I don't know this. I don't know how cops train. I don't know how army trains, whatever. But to me, that's like reasoning, common sense. Why? Because if you're getting trained, like you're saying, the army is getting trained to realize if they have a gun, they might not be a trained, whatever.
They get like every single day.
Yeah.
They do drills.
Okay.
Police, they don't do that. It's really like you go to school to become a cop
for less than a year, for a fact, less than a year. Now,
so then that's what people are arguing about.
But can we agree on something though? Army people, like the people, I'm focusing on people that are actually on the field.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe half of them, you know, I'm just throwing a number out there. Maybe half of them are actually doing this every day, where they go into raids, houses, whatever. Cops, they're in a neighborhood all the time. So I'm pretty sure, I don't know, but I'm pretty sure they're getting trained to where if you feel like you're in any danger, immediately try to defend yourself, which is a normal common sense thing as a human being. So when I was going with the pedestrians was the cop was kept telling the pedestrians, stay up against the wall, put everything you're holding on the ground because I want to see everything of you. Cool, they did it. But after like 5-10 seconds, they started walking up to the cop and screaming. Maybe not screaming because I couldn't hear, but they kept like talking to the cop, trying to like get his attention. Like they were literally getting in the way of the cop dealing with George Floyd. That's what I'm saying. Like I'm playing devil's advocate. I don't like cops, but I like to be fair. I like to be fair, you know? So that's my problem with those pedestrians.
Take a piss real quick.
Well, go ahead. But that's my problem with
watching the video and I'll do a commentary of it.
So let me see here. So they're getting George Floyd in the car. So handcuffed. I don't know where the pedestrians went, but they're getting him in the cop car, right? No, he's just up against the cop car, right, Dom? Yeah? Okay. He's up against the cop car. I'm sure they're trying to get him to calm down or something. But at this point, it's two cops. That's my problem with cops. They always need a backup to feel powerful. Okay. No, go. Trying to make sense out of it. Like, I might not be able to hear it, but it's catching the audio. So they have George Floyd up against the cop car right now. It's been like that since.
What you were saying earlier, that cop, I don't think that guy was being a bad cop in that situation.
No, he really wasn't, honestly.
Because that cop was like, well, I gotta take this guy to jail or whatever, and then he didn't he wasn't too aggressive with the civilians.
He started
like
being extra.
Like, hey, get back, because I don't know what the fuck's going on.
No,
not
towards.
That's a good thing. That's good.
Towards the pedestrians. What I'm saying is he started off really bad with George. He started off bad with him.
Yeah, and then that's why civilians would come like, yo, what the fuck are you doing? What the fuck?
And that's the problem with the civilians themselves, because stand up for the guy, but you know, like
human, and you see something like that go on, your human, your natural instinct would be like, hey, what the fuck? That's like, you shouldn't.
Yeah, what the fuck? But you don't know the whole deal. It's like what I believe in.
But they know him though.
They're saying they know him. They don't know if they do. The cops don't know.
Okay, I'll give you that point.
The cops.
They could just be lying.
Yeah.
Like trying to get him out.
My point, like I believe this. Like this is. I've always believed this, but I haven't.
Pause the video real quick.
I've always believed this, but I haven't been able to put it into words until recently. Opinions, a person's opinions, is like ass.
I fucking knew you were saying this.
No. Hear me out. Let me finish real quick.
Everybody has them and they all stink.
No. That's a good one though, but no, not like that. A person's opinions is like a person's ass. I'm not gonna say just women, because 2020, whatever. But person's opinions are like a person's ass. You don't give it unless being asked for. That's the best way I can put it into words. So that was my problem with the pedestrians. Like, I'm playing devil's advocate, like you say.
Yeah.
Yes, the civilians are saying one thing, but the cops don't know.
Yeah,
That's the problem. That's the problem that society doesn't really see. Like I don't
you
like
think
cops.
we should get like, there should be like programs in like schools to like make cops like go to like schools in the hood or whatever, right? You know, like
Okay.
ghetto ass schools, and then like there should be like programs to like let those kids know, like, dude, look, being a cop is not that bad. You get a good paycheck, and you can help your community out, and then that way, like, it's more community based, where like you get cops like that are from that neighborhood, and they know the people in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
Because
Okay.
if you think about it, like, if you go to a hood,
if you can
everybody
teach,
pretty much almost
if you
know,
can
like,
teach the
everybody
cops,
knows each other
if you
in
can,
a certain way.
if you can teach a cop how to be friendlier, because they teach cops how to enforce the law. In a
But what I'm
sense.
saying is, like, they're sending cops to like ghettos, and these people are like from a whole different, like, they don't.
Yeah,
they're
that's
not
what I'm
growing
saying.
Up in the ghetto.
Well, yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Like, if
Some
you
of them
can,
grow up in like different ghettos, but I'm saying like that same hood that they're like, say like, all right, get it, like, say Stop Six, right? Stop Six is a hood.
the worst hood we have here in Fort Worth.
Yeah. So then, like, get more people from Stop Six to become cops,
Okay.
and then that way, that cop, like, oh, that's George.
Okay. Okay.
And I know how he acts. He's crazy.
Okay.
I'm not gonna fucking treat him like garbage because
But
I know who he is.
you got a really
It's
good
like a
point there. Like,
community
it
base.
makes sense.
You know what I
It
mean?
makes complete sense. But hear me out. In this last, I'm just gonna say 5 years. This last 5 years, how much shit has been thrown towards the cops to where anybody from a hood, I'm not gonna say gangbangers or whatever, you know, like just anybody living in the hood that deals with cop almost on the everyday to day basis is really gonna want to be a cop and be a cop in their own hood where they're gonna be hated on by the people from that hood.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. Like, you put a program in schools where there's like a cop from that hood, and he like teaches
All right.
like he teaches students and be like, look, man, I know you think cops are like shitty or whatever, because people look up to teachers. You know what I mean? Like, no, like, I know people are like, oh, I remember that teacher. He was cool as shit or whatever. Like the basketball coach or something. Nobody talks shit about a basketball coach or like a soccer coach. Or
See,
something.
but okay.
I mean, like,
So
get
with
like
school
a, like
teachers,
like a good person to be like, look, I'm a cop, and you know I'm a good guy, and then kids are like they're really like impressionable. So
Okay.
they see like a really cool guy. He's like just like anybody else, and they're like, oh, cops aren't that bad.
okay, so now we're gonna, just so I can understand, you know, like your point of view. So we're putting cops and we're bringing them down to like authority level,
Yeah.
towards school teachers, right? Coaches, whatever.
Like you can get a cop, and then,
So we're putting cops and adults, civilians as teachers and students, right? That's what you're trying to say. Okay, cool. But you're using a gym teacher.
no, but
Gym
I'm saying,
teachers
like,
are gym teachers. They're hired as gym teachers, you know, athletic teachers, but they are forced to teach a class because they're just forced to. I don't know the why, but they're forced to, so they can keep their job. Let's just say that. But gym teachers, because they are gym teachers, they know how to deal with students and athleticism, anger, and all those emotions, so they put it on the field. With teachers, it's a different thing because they need to be sitting down. So to me, you can't compare a gym teacher to a regular teacher. Like, you can't compare a gym teacher to a teacher that teaches English.
yeah.
You can't. Why? Because one is gonna help you.
What I'm saying is, like, the gym teacher will have more connection with the students.
Yeah.
Because it's like more of like a
They will.
Like, they're teaching them how to like
They
play
will.
sports and,
They
like,
will. They will totally have more connection towards them.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, have
but
a program. Every school needs to have a program where, like, there's a firefighter program, EMT program, and a police department program.
okay,
in
but
schools.
okay, but
And
how
then get
cool were
people
you
from that community to teach
from,
those classes?
okay, from my knowledge, you hated, and I'm not gonna say hated, but you didn't really like PE. You didn't like physical activity, from my
Yeah.
knowledge, from you, that I know from you.
That's a shit
Okay.
kid that smoke weed and shit. You know,
But-
smoke weed in high school. And
but-
shit, garbage kid.
Let's face it though, if you're cool with like me, I played soccer in high school,
Yeah.
right? I knew all the soccer kids, soccer girls, soccer guys, and I knew all the soccer coaches, and this is why I know that they were forced to like teach a class. But those coaches didn't really, they were just doing that class, that core class.
Oh, they weren't like actually interacting with the students. They were just
No,
I'm only there for the paycheck.
Yeah, they were only there in the core class to keep their job. They were actually there for the physical part of their school. But from my experience, if you're in a school activity like soccer or basketball or sports, whatever in general.
You want beer?
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, keep talking.
No, yeah. You if you're actually part of the team, you know, and you're recognized by the coach, you're gonna be cool with the coach. And in a core class, they're just gonna be like, whatever, this is just a class. I'm actually here for the school. So they're gonna be a lot cooler with the coach in the class, and they're gonna they're gonna let a lot of stuff slide. So if they do what you're saying, you know, like put cops through like a class or school, whatever, how you're saying, to show them the hood and be friendly with the hood. Me, if I was like a up, you know, like up there above cops, you know, if I own a precinct and I would have to put a cop in a hood, like that was his area, I personally wouldn't put a cop that is known in that hood. Why? Because if he actually knows them, emotions can get into the fact of him being a good cop.
Oh, like say like some kid pulled a gun on a cop, and then that cop would be like, "Oh, dude, I taught you, and you're gonna pull a gun on me," and he can't like defend himself.
Yeah, that's the worst case scenario. Pull the gun on the cop from the hood that you grew up with, from the hood that you know.
At that point, why aren't you like, dude, like if the kid's gonna pull a cop on you, like if a kid pulled a gun on you.
Shut up, Jamie.
Pull a cop on you.
No, but you get what I'm saying, right?
Like, all right, so that guy will have
We're going back to the hood, not in high school. Back to hood.
No, I'm saying say the cop was doing a program, and then that kid end up still being in the gang or something, right?
Wait. The cop is doing what program?
Like a police program.
He's
like
trying to be a cop. He's trying to be a cop.
It's like a classroom. It's like PE.
So this
but
person
the cop is like training people like. This is like this is like what police do, but it's like a not like a class. So
no,
I'm
asking.
Like after school program.
What I'm asking is,
it's an after school program.
I'm asking so this person is trying to be a cop, right? And he's in a class getting taught how to be a cop.
Yeah.
All right. So there's this guy trying to be a cop, being taught how to be a cop, and then there's this kid, that's what?
Like it's just like it's a kid, and he joins the program. And he's like, oh, yeah, this teacher cop, is really cool. But then the kid, something happens. He made a left when he should have made a right or something.
Yeah.
And he ends up joining a gang. So then the cop is doing patrols. The teacher cop is doing patrols.
He catches him, but they know. Okay, so let's put it simpler.
They know each other, and then the kid pulls a gun on the cop.
Way.
The cop has 1 second to, like, shoot him
because
he pulled a gun on him.
Simpler way.
But then, like, the cop wouldn't shoot him. The cop would wait for the cop would be like, oh, that's that kid I knew. I fucking taught him.
Yeah.
And if he shoots at me, then his training will kick in and be like, I'll shoot him back. But if the kid pulls a gun on him, and he doesn't shoot him, the cop is like, dude, I know that kid. And he could be like, yo, what are you doing? Like, if the kid doesn't pull a trigger, then he could talk to him and be like, what are you doing? And then talk to him. It's like, dude, I know you. I know who you are.
You're saying that there's the cop and then the kid, they grew up. I'm going to put it in simpler ways.
Yeah.
A simpler scenario. Me and you. We're like,
I was
2 years difference, right?
Yeah. What?
We're 2 years difference.
Yeah.
Same age, whatever. We grew up together. You grew up and you be a cop, right? You studied to be a cop. You went to the academy, whatever. You're a full cop. I grew up and I'm still in the hood, you know, still working like fucking fast food just to get by. I'm still doing hood rat shit, selling weed, whatever. I'm in a gang now. You get called for whatever reason to show up to the neighborhood, and I'm in that neighborhood. I'm the one in the problem. I'm the one causing the problem. I'm the one that's to I'm not gonna say pull a gun on you, but it's me and you confrontating each other. We grew up together, you know, like we've been knowing each other for life. So
you're saying drugs, and I pull you over, and I'm like, dude, you saying drugs?
No, whatever. It's me and you. You have to arrest me. That's what I'm saying. Like whatever scenario it is, you have to arrest me for whatever reason. But we grew up together. At that point, it'll be up to the cop if he's mature enough to put his feelings aside and do his job, or if he's gonna love or you would love me more and just let me go and assume I'm gonna start doing the right thing. But as a upper up, as the boss of a cop, I wouldn't put that person, I wouldn't put myself in the hood I grew up with.
See, what you're saying is like, don't put cops that are from the hood into that same hood because they're feeling.
Put them in a different hood. Yeah, you can do that.
No, because like, dude, you got to, like, that's probably happening right now. When you're that scenario you gave me about like.
So if I was to pull a gun on you, if you're a cop and I pull a gun on you, you are taught to defend yourself no matter what. If you get pulled, if you get a gun,
like they probably wouldn't shoot the guy, but they would arrest that cousin. Like a cousin was a cop. Like if I was a cop,
me and you
were a drug dealer,
you're the cop.
I would arrest you. I would arrest you. Me. I would arrest you and be like, dude,
you being you. But that's
and then
you.
And then I would say like, dude, stop fucking selling drugs or something. Because
no,
that's like
not
a family member.
That's not what I'm
like
saying.
A family member
what
thing.
I'm saying is, would you like? It's you and me. You're the cop. I'm the
and then
bad
that
guy.
cop has the least chance of shooting that guy because he knows him.
Okay,
he knows him.
Exactly
He's not gonna shoot him. He's not
exactly my point.
But then if somebody pulls a gun on you, dude, if
you're the cop, you're the cop. I'm doing bad, right? Okay, hold up. Here, I'm gonna simplify the scenario even more. You're the cop. I'm the bad guy. Gangbanger, selling drugs, whatever. I'm the bad guy.
Yeah.
You pull up because of some call, whatever. You catch me doing whatever I'm doing, whatever bad stuff I'm doing. We're arguing.
You're raping a monkey.
Nah, I would rape a pig, but not a monkey. You know? Anyways, that's beside the point. In the middle of the argument, I'm getting heated because I grew up in the streets. You know, I'm getting heated. I grew up in the streets. I grew up in, if you're in a confrontation that you know you're going to lose, you're going to want to win. So my best option, if I have a gun on me, is I'm going to pull a gun on you, right? I grew up in the streets. I have a gun on me. It's a cop trying to arrest me. Boom, I have a gun on you. You are taught to always defend yourself. If a gun is pulled at you, either you pull it back, find shelter, call for backup, whatever.
Yeah, I imagine like the training would be like, if somebody pulls a gun on you, the first thing you do is like.
But we're cousins. We grew
jump
up
out the way, look for shelter, and then pull your gun out.
Yeah. Okay.
So
but what I'm
somebody
saying is,
jumps out the way, find shelter.
You are now in shelter, right? You are now covered.
And then you can still talk to each other though.
Yeah. Okay. You are now in shelter. We can still. I'm shooting at you, but I'm not hitting you because you're in shelter. Maybe because you're my cousin, because I know you. I'm not really trying. I'm just trying to scare you, right?
Yeah.
But I'm still shooting at you, per se. As a cop.
Whose fault is that, though?
Mine. Me.
Yeah.
It's my fault. I'm shooting at you, whatever, trying to scare you, defend myself, whatever. But as a cop. But
we're talking about police brutality.
No, yeah.
So at that point,
no, I'm talking
it would
about,
be your fault.
I'm
if
talking
I
about.
you.
I'm talking
and there's
about.
no way to protest.
No, yeah, but what I'm trying to say
you
is.
Shot at me first.
No, what I'm trying to say is, what would you do, and what do you, what? Okay, so if I'm shooting at you,
anybody's trying to kill me, I'm gonna try to kill him back.
But okay, that's what I'm saying though.
Bro. That's just human nature.
Yeah, okay, that's just human nature if you don't know the person. We have a family bond. We have a girl. We grew up together.
No, but the minute you pull your gun out and start shooting, it's like
okay, you're trying to kill me. But you love me. I love you. Whatever. Do you think your boss, you being a cop, you think your boss would run the risk?
The argument's crazy because like you start shooting at me, and if I shoot you before you shot me. In my head, I'm like, dude, you shot at me first.
No.
So I'm defending myself.
Yes, you're defending yourself, but I'm saying
so I shot you because you were trying to kill me.
Maybe
that cousin shit goes out the window.
Maybe not you, yeah.
The family shit goes out the window.
Yeah, it goes.
Oh, you're trying to kill me.
And
I have a gun too, so I'm like I'm gonna defend myself. So I'm gonna shoot you before you shoot me.
To me and to you and to me. That if we're shooting at each other. You took the first shot, I took the first shot, whatever. To me and to you, because we can relate, we know how we think. To me and to you, that family bond, that history goes out the window.
But you shot at me first. Though.
No. Yeah. I'm not saying who shoot first or whatever. I'm saying if anybody shot first or last, whatever, that family bond goes out the window. But imagine somebody else. Imagine somebody else. Do you think? No, hold up. Imagine somebody else. Any other best friends? Any other cousins? One person shot at the other one first, and the other one doesn't want to shoot back because they're family. The cop doesn't want to shoot back, and the cop's boss knows that he's from the hood. The cop knows that the cop's boss knows that he knows the culprit. Do you really think that boss is gonna take the risk of letting that cop go through his emotions and let that bad guy go because he was family, or do you think he would just put him somewhere else? That's what I'm asking.
With that argument you're saying, I think cops like will get trained enough to like if somebody pulls a gun on them, like their first instinct is to pull their gun out. That's like instinct to them.
No,
that's what they get trained. They get trained to
pull
like
the gun out. But
if
I'm
somebody
talking
pulls
about
a
shooting.
gun, no, I'm saying like if somebody pulls a gun out, the instinct for a cop is to pull their gun out and be like, that guy has a gun.
Yes.
Nobody shot anything yet.
No, yeah. That's the instinct,
But
to pull it out.
To pull it out. And then
I'm
you
talking
jump
about-
and get covered. That's like second. The second thing is like they jump and get covered.
I'm asking
So
about
then now
the
that guy
actual
has
shooting.
No, I'm saying like the guy has a split second to decide what he wants to do. And then like if that guy keeps shooting, that cop's third instinct is
hold
to
on.
shoot back, dude.
First you were talking about
no video.
hold up.
Wait, hold on.
No, it's because first you were saying okay.
So then like the third instinct is the guy pulls his gun out, he gets cover, and he's hiding or whatever. So then like if the guy keeps shooting, that cop's third instinct is to shoot back to defend himself because that's what they get trained.
Yes.
And I think if you put a cop in the same hood he grew up in, even if it's a kid that he knew, if that kid's shooting back at him, that cop's gonna shoot back at that kid.
How do you know though? That's you.
Because
your
you've
personal
never
thoughts.
seen, but like, okay, you're saying the same thing about your argument though.
No, what I'm saying
because
is
you're thinking like, oh, I know that guy, I can't shoot him.
No, I'm
but then
saying
you gotta
is,
think like a cop is thinking like, oh, this guy's trying to kill me, I have a weapon, I'm gonna defend myself because this guy shot at me first.
Yes, that's what I would do, that's what you would do. But what I'm saying is, not everybody
But a cop would for sure do that because they get trained to do that.
They get trained to do that, yes, but they never get trained with people they love and know. They get trained with dummies. They get trained with random people they don't really know or grew up with. What I'm saying is, okay, let me go back. Cops ain't shit. I don't like cops, right? But I believe in order. Like, if the law is there, if the rules are there, follow them as best as you can. What I'm saying is, emotions are also strong thing.
But, okay, both of us never been that scenario.
No, we never have. But I'm
it's like
trying to play
like it's nothing but adrenaline, and you're not thinking straight. So I think you're not thinking straight, and you're thinking like, oh, I have to survive.
Have you ever been to a
I got
paintball?
guns pulled on me.
I know you have.
And then I'm not thinking straight. In my head, I'm like, either I can run or I can stay and like see what happens. Me, I'm an idiot, so I was like, oh, I'm gonna stay and see what happens. But I'm thinking like, if a cop is getting shot at, the cop's not thinking about his family anymore. The cop's thinking like, dude, I gotta stay alive for my family.
Okay.
He's not thinking like, oh, I know that guy.
Okay, hear me out. You're the cop. We're putting you back as a cop, right?
Yeah.
And then on your dispatch, you're running east side where your parents live. You know, you run that, you patrol that hood. Well, neighborhood. I'm not gonna call it a hood because it's only a hood instead of whatever. You patrol that hood. Dispatch says we got a attempted robbery at this liquor store, Middleburg. You know that liquor store, right? You show up to that liquor store by yourself. You don't have no passenger cop, no backup, whatever. I mean, obviously.
Wait, if it's a robbery, they're gonna send multiple cops.
No. Well, yeah, but the first to the scene. That's what I'm saying. You're the first one to the scene. You show up to that liquor store that I'm talking about, and the person running out the liquor store with bottles, money, or whatever they were stealing is your sister. And your sister, I'm pretty sure what's the answer you're gonna give me because I know you.
I'm gonna tackle the shit out of her.
Hold up, I'm pretty sure I know the answer.
Because if a cop somebody saw somebody running with like bottles in their hands, the cop is gonna tackle that person.
But I'm not talking about a cop. I'm talking about you.
Yeah, okay.
You
if I saw my sister robbing a liquor store and she has mad balls in her hands, and I know she doesn't have a chance to like grab into her pocket. I'm gonna run and tackle her and then put her in handcuffs.
Okay, for whatever reason.
Like, yo, why are you doing this?
For whatever reason, she managed to pull a gun on you. No. For whatever reason,
you robbed the liquor store.
But for whatever reason, she dropped everything. Whatever, she managed to pull a gun on you. your sister managed to pull a gun on you as a cop.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like your scenarios, like it doesn't matter your scenario because like you're trained
No.
as a cop to like if somebody pulls a gun on you and you're a cop, they're trained to be like it's like instinct to them.
But
I'm
they
saying
are
it's like,
they are
it's
trained.
second nature for
they
them to
are-
like pull the gun out and then take cover.
They
and
are-
then like be like, hey, stop, fucking like
Well,
whatever.
to
do
be
whatever.
fair, they get cover and then pull their gun out.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, yes, you're right. You're absolutely right. They get trained that way to take cover, pull their
I'm
gun
saying,
out.
Like in the heat of the moment, they're not gonna think like, oh, that's my family member. They're gonna think about their.
I
training.
would. I guess that's what I'm trying to show
But you
you.
can't say that because you've never been in that scenario.
Exactly. But you're right. I've never been in that scenario. But right now,
You
from
want to?
my-
I can pull a gun on you if you want.
You know what? Let's fucking do it, dog.
Do you want me to rob a liquor store and then you like get a cop degree and see what
No,
happens?
no. Just no. Well, my thing is, I'm not talking about the cops themselves. I'm not saying like what the cop would do. What I believe is the cop would never be in a scenario where they. Okay, I'm gonna go back. The cop, yes, they get trained to where if they're in any danger, first instinct is take cover, gun out, or gun out immediately, whatever, you know.
Yeah.
But the gun is gonna be out if they're in danger. Yes, that's what they get trained with. But they get trained with people they don't really know, people they're not in love with, people is not family members. That's why I was trying to put you in a scenario where if your sister pulled the gun out on you, and I know you, so you would, to me, to my thought.
Like, I feel like you're thinking like I would like drop my gun and be like, Andy,
No.
What
I'm
are you
thinking. What I'm thinking is you would never be in that position. Why? Because your boss. Yes, you come from the hood, right? You come from the hood. You became a cop, but that your boss, your lieutenant, wouldn't put you to patrol your same hood because you could eventually be in a scenario where you could start overthinking shit.
Well, you're an idiot if you think like that. 'Cause
No,
it's-
you are. But
no,
I'm saying
that
is,
boss is stupid because he's thinking too far into it. He's thinking too much. If a boss thinks like that, like a sergeant of a cop, he thinks like, I don't want you to pull a gun on your family members. That guy does not care.
No.
He
I'm
just
saying,
wants the
I'm
police
saying
to do
the
police shit.
no. I'm not saying the lieutenant would say, I don't want you to pull it.
I get what you're saying.
I'm
I get
saying
what you're saying.
you
I
would.
get what you're saying, but that's like a nobody's thinking like.
You know
that.
what? Let's just agree that we can't really answer for them because we're not cops.
Yeah.
Let's just.
And then we're just going in circles right now.
Yeah. So, are we done with this? No, right? They just finished watching this George Floyd. We like bounced off
Yeah.
bad.
Talking about. Dude, we really went to like a circle for like 10 minutes.
This is an argument we'll have off camera.
Yeah. And this argument is not gonna get settled anyway.
Probably not, honestly. All right. So they're trying to put George Floyd in the car.
Yeah, George Floyd's saying he's claustrophobic. Can you crack the window? Please crack the
See,
window.
okay, hold up. If that was really the case, if he was really claustrophobic, devil's advocate, you know what? No, I'm towards the cops right now.
You're
If
for
he
cops?
was just in this small scenario,
Yeah.
if he was really claustrophobic, why was it that when the cops pulled up to him to the door,
He was already in the car?
all the windows were rolled up? If he was really claustrophobic, because I'm telling you, like that's how I am. I have to have the window cracked. But if he was really
I don't think he's
claustrophobic,
actually claustrophobic. The guy's like on drugs.
well, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm on the cop side, right? On that scenario. But only on that one. Everything else, they did go a little overboard.
Hey, Dom, can you play that video of monkey suck each other's dick real quick?
Wait, that one's later.
Nah, just keep playing the video real quick.
Just press play, nigga.
It's on play, nigga.
Pause and play.
Because your video feed's in the way. But it's on play.
Oh, everything just... No, I'm still playing.
Oh, no, look,
No,
play.
look. Play. Fucking Jamie.
Oh, you gotta refresh the page.
All right, let's see this shit again. Wait, is my hotspot on or is it the Howard?
Right, there it goes. Yo, what is going on?
So they're putting him in the cop car. What is going on right now? Because I'm trying to like make sense out of this because I know the camera's I'm trying to make sense out of this because I know the camera's in their chest. You know what I mean?
Bring the video back real quick.
Okay, no, yeah, they're just trying to shove him into the cop
Yeah,
car.
and
They're
then I
shoving
think
him.
like he says like, no, I'm claustrophobic. I'm claustrophobic.
See, no, that's bullshit. Like, I'm against the fact that he died and they killed him, whatever. But from seeing this video, if he was really claustrophobic, why were all the windows up when they pulled on him?
Okay, but like if a guy's getting arrested like that and he's like, I'm
He's
claustrophobic,
gonna
and then,
try
like,
everything,
he
yeah.
looks fucked up, right? Sit him on the curb and call the ambulance.
Yeah. That's,
Why do you think they do that?
that's another thing. Like that is up to the cop. That's a personality thing, a trait, no, like a mental
I think
thing.
there's a second video too.
That like what you were saying is like if that cop.
the X button, yeah, you got it.
Okay, so like you're saying,
Yeah,
if
that
that
one right there.
if George Floyd was really saying he's claustrophobic, the cops could have put him on the sidewalk, but there was already pedestrians there. The pedestrians could.
But they're not.
No.
The cop already talked to him, and the cop's like, "Oh, yeah,
Okay,
you're
no,
not
yeah.
a threat." Like,
No, but that's assuming that the pedestrians are listening to the cop.
at this point, there's backup, dude. Like, if there's not backup,
No, yeah, no,
I
you're
get
right.
why you would try to put the guy in the car if there's no backup.
But imagine
if there is
this.
backup, then put him on the curb,
Back
call
up.
the ambulance, and be like, "This guy's
Back
fucked
up.
up. Tell me what he's like. What's going on with him? Because this guy's clearly fucked up." And I can't just throw him in the car because this guy might have a fucking heart attack.
Hear me out.
In the backseat of the cop car.
Let's agree on one
If he
thing.
what if he had a heart attack in the backseat of the cop car?
Let's agree on one
the
thing.
whole police system is getting sued by that family. But they're not thinking that. I think they're doing like a, no man, just get in the backseat because
Okay.
I need you like to stay here because I want
No,
you to
yeah,
run
you're
away or
right.
whatever.
Like I see your
All right,
point.
so if they have backup, you can have cops around him and just let him sit on the curb.
Yeah, no, yeah. Okay, but hear me out real quick. Let's agree on one thing. All right, before I continue.
Midgets aren't humans.
They're half humans. Nah.
Hey,
Let's-
these are the jokes, everybody.
Let's agree on one thing. Yes, you can get physically stopped, but verbally, you can only stay quiet if somebody literally puts something over your mouth, right? So if they were to sit him on the sidewalk, yeah, they can have backup no matter what. 3, 4, 20 cops around the bad guy, but if there's still pedestrians rounding up the cops and the bad guy that's sitting on the sidewalk, those verbal words is gonna rile everybody up.
But they can't get riled up because the cops aren't touching them. They just sit him on the curb.
No, but just words
Those
alone.
pedestrians would be like, "Hey, what's going on?" And be like, "This guy's fucked up. Clearly, he's on something, and we're trying
Okay,
to see what's
well-
going on with him." Like you can reason
Well-
with people in situations like that. Like don't act like you can't reason with
You
people.
can reason with people that are in their full sense of mind and are mature enough to realize
That guy's not his
everything.
full sense of mind.
No, not
he
the- not-
wasn't. He was freaking
but
out.
the
dude. He was
pedestrians
freaking-
were.
They were reasonable. The cop like was like, "What's going on?" I'm gonna ask questions, and the people were like being reasonable. They were talking to him. Like he was taking notes, and he was like, "Okay, what's
He
his name?
tried, he
What's going
tried,
on?"
but
they
then-
weren't like screaming at him. They weren't like throwing shit.
But
at
they
him.
kept moving up to him.
And then the cop told him, "Yo, back up against the wall," and they went against the wall.
Well, from what we've seen today, give me like a little quibby, a little review of what the video you thought about the video. Who was
All
in
right,
the
so-
right, who was in the wrong, or who was right at what moment, or what? Give me a little review on it.
All right, so the cop pulled him over, pulled a gun on him. That's fucked up.
Yeah.
Right when he pulled the gun on him and opened this door, he started freaking out. You know, like he's like, "Yo, what the fuck?" Like, "Hey, bro," I'm like, "Please don't kill me." If somebody opens your door and pulls a gun on you, of course you'd be like, "Yo, don't shoot me. Please don't shoot me."
But we
Please
can
don't shoot me.
agree that that's whatever race, though. That's a
Yeah,
human
that's any
thing.
race. That's any race. Somebody opens your door and they pull a gun on you. You're like, "Oh, yo, don't shoot me." And I think that guy was fucked up, and he was like, he didn't know what was going on. All he saw was a gun in his face, and somebody opened his door. He was like, "Yo, please don't kill me. I'm not doing anything." And then he saw it was a cop. He's like, "Officer, please don't kill me. Officer, please don't shoot me." And then the cop was like, "I need you to get out the car and put your hands behind the back." And the guy, like, he's also on like meth and like
On something.
Yeah,
We're
so
not gonna
of course,
say on
like-
what, but on something.
No, I think it was like meth. I think like they did an autopsy on him. He was like on meth and like what's like that fentanyl. He was like on fentanyl
Oh,
and
yeah.
meth or something. So,
Ooh, those are two.
so then
uppers.
he's freaking out because he's like somebody's like opening his door, putting a gun on him, and now that guy's freaking out. He's like, "Yo, please, no, don't do that, do it." understandably, like he's free, like
Okay.
like
no.
look, he shouldn't be doing drugs. Yeah, he shouldn't be doing drugs, but somebody put a gun on him, open his door or whatever, and now that guy's like, in his head, he's not thinking rationally. He's thinking like, I'm going to jail or this guy's gonna kill me.
But
So that guy's
yeah.
freaking out. He's freaking out. You know what I mean? The pedestrians are like, oh, I know that guy. He was like, I think the lady was like, yeah, that's my ex-boyfriend. He's not all there. Like, she kept telling the cop, like, he's like crazy. He's not all there. And the cop was like, yo, go against the wall, because I don't know you guys. Go against the wall, drop your bags. Understandably, that's protocol. I understand
Yeah.
that. So then, like, and then the guy was like, dude, look, I just saw what happened. And then the cop starts asking him questions. He gets his notepad out. He's asking him questions like how you know him or whatever. That's protocol. That's good. And then the cop takes him to another, like, down, like, not down the street, but, like, down to a different cop car. No, the guy takes him out of his car to his cop car. Like, the cop has to understand, like, this guy's freaking out. Like, he's on drugs. And you can tell when somebody's on drugs, right? You've talked to homeless people, and you're like, oh, this guy's fucked up right now. So then, like, sit him on the curb, hold his arm, and be like, look, I'm not going to put you in the cop car because I know what's going on. I'm getting backup. The cop gets backup, and then call the ambulance, and then when the ambulance comes in, get the ambulance to come in, and then they do the things, or they can give the guy like an IV or whatever. Sober up a little bit, and then
now you're talking afterwards. No, I'm talking about
No,
this
I'm saying
video.
what they should have done.
Okay.
What they should have done is like call the ambulance. The ambulance would come, give him some IV, sober him up a little bit. I don't really know how like meth and that like IV works.
Yeah.
By meth, like if you're like really drunk, I think they will like give you like they'll put like a needle thing, give you some like IV whatever. You kind of sober up a little bit, and you're more aware of what's going on. So then, like, be like, yo, this is what's happening. Like, you get a fake deal.
IV real quick. Real quick.
Go jail.
Real quick. IV is just to get hydrated. It's like water times 10. That's what IV is.
Or something. Dude. They had to do something like give them a
Well,
poppers.
okay.
You know what I mean?
From what I saw, there was like 50-50 everywhere. There was 50-50 going on everywhere. The cops fucked up on opening the door for him immediately. On opening the door for him and putting the gun out, fucked up right then and there. Pedestrians fucked up on going up to the cop just like that, saying, yo, we know him, whatever. Cop doesn't know that. He's going to try and like settle everything as best as he can. Yeah, the cops went a little overboard at the beginning, but in the video, I'm not talking about the whole thing, but in the video, they try to get everything as settled as possible. I will say, if the guy was claustrophobic, like I was telling you, if he really was and couldn't be inside of the cop car, then why was all his windows up when he got pulled over? You know, and like, why were the... Hold up.
I don't think he's actually claustrophobic.
Yeah, me neither. I just think, like, when you're in a state of trouble or you're trying to get out of, like, stuff like that, you're trying to get out of it.
Like, that guy was not trying to go to jail.
So, okay. So, like I was saying, like, the cops started off bad. They calmed down. The pedestrians came off bad. They calmed down. It was like an up and down kind of thing.
Yeah.
But I can't really say who was really in the wrong as far as... Yeah, the cops are wrong in you know, killing him, you know, murdering him. Yes, they were wrong. But I can't say who was right or wrong and what led to him being on the floor and the cop being on his neck. Because we didn't see that. We didn't see when...
we haven't finished the video.
No, the video was over. The video was over.
Bro?
Yeah, the video was over. They just literally showed... The last thing of the video was the cops trying to fight with George into going in or out of the cop car. So we didn't see...
I mean, how much of a fight you get a fight? Like, somebody's in handcuffs. How much of a fight is that?
Yeah, but imagine this. If you're a cop and you know how the deal is with cops in this past year or two, and you have pedestrians around you and they are recording.
Oh, you think they're like, oh, just get in the car. Just get in the car.
Yeah, they're trying to, yeah, they're getting frustrated and they're trying to do it as calm as possible, but as strict as possible.
Or like as a human, you're like, dude, just get in the car.
They're trying to do it as humanely as possible, but as forcefully as possible around other people. So what I'm going to say is, from the video we watched, it was up and down. You
Yeah.
know? Up and down.
Yeah, I can't get what you're saying.
Up and down. Cops
Oh, I
are
gotta
wrong,
take another
then
piss.
they were right. Hold up. Cops are wrong, then they were right. Pedestrians and George Floyd was wrong, and then he was right. You know, it was like up and down. But I would love to see what led to George Floyd being on the ground. If I can't see that, then I have no comment on it. Yeah, they shouldn't have killed him. Cops should have paid more attention as to what he was saying while he was on the ground. But other than that, he got pulled over. He got arrested for the right reasons. Obviously, he didn't get murdered for... Nobody deserves to be murdered unless you are being told by a judge that you're going to, like, the death penalty. You know what I mean? Like, unless a judge says it, you don't deserve to be murdered or killed. But like I said, up and down the video, cops, pedestrians, George Floyd, it was all over the place. So I'll put the link of the video. If you guys want to watch it, I'll put it on the description. For you guys listening, make sure you go watch YouTube, subscribe, like, and share. Hit the bell notifications. You know what to do. The links will be up there for the video and everything. I know we basically only talked about one thing, kind of drifted off for a minute, but we came back. We try to come back. So I think
This is like the most serious podcast
Yeah.
I've ever had.
But I think we're going to leave it at that. So again, your host, Luis Zamudio. This is A Show From Home, and I got my co-host, Mark.
Mark, follow me on Twitter at Mexican Israel Hebrewite.
Yeah, we'll put it on the description.
Okay.
You guys have a good night, and make sure you open Spotify on the other side. My Jamie over there.
Oh yeah, Dom, come here real quick.
Hey, yeah. Let's give you a shout out,
Come
Dom.
here real quick.
Hey, Dom,
Come here.
come over here.
Come on.
Yours or mine?
It's okay, boy. It's okay.
Here.
You come here, boy.
Here, right here. You got two.
What's going on?
Wait, no, say
I
yours
was
again.
too nervous, so
Say
I
yours
ended up being
Say your
Jamie.
IGs and stuff.
Oh, at DMNYK on anything. Pretty much everything's that.
He's a photographer.
He's learning how to be a producer.
He might just be our new Jamie, honestly. We should just start a new podcast called The Gruesome Twosome Pod. And just me and you, and then we got
Just-
Dom as producer.
We'll keep it as A Show From Home. We'll give it everybody their own role. But like I said, you guys, thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. And we'll see you guys on the next one. Make sure you close out the video, open Audacity, and close it. Again, thank you. Deuces.